Speaking of trials, and in the age of hyper-targeting, personalization, and all things addressability, I want to bring up Jason Hernandez, the SVP of Agency Sales for DirecTV, to tell us a little bit about what they have going on. And as one of our sponsors, thank you for being here and supporting our event, and we're looking forward to hearing from you. So Jason.
Can you guys see me? Actually, don't answer that question. I know you can't. When I speak, I always request a platform or a stage or a stool or something like that. My name is Jason Hernandez. For those of you who haven't met, I'm the head of agency partnerships at DirecTV. I want to thank Basis for having us here. This is just an incredible mix of people, and for those that I spent time with last night and today, I think we've got long-lasting partnerships and relationships that I'm looking forward to. And for those that I haven't, I can't wait to have a cocktail with you by the pool later on today. The speakers have been incredible. The content has been incredible so far. Kicked off by Joe, who was, so inspirational and, provided me with like a wealth of information that I can apply to my personal life, or my professional life and my personal life. This is not going to be that. This is a nuts and bolts conversation. And I'm going to be quick because we're going to do another discussion after this, and I know everybody wants a cocktail. So I just want to point out that table 7 looked at the wrong question card. You guys were answering the question to this segment. So when we break up again, you guys can go and answer the other questions.
It's probably my fault. I apologize. You don't have to hero this situation.
So we'll talk a little bit today about personalization and addressability and how data is reshaping engagement. Talk about the expanding roles of CTV and retail media and how they're enabling more precise targeting, and then the need for cross-functional collaboration. Oh, you know what? I don't have a clicker. I just messed that up. Well, there we go.
See, I'm happy to take accountability on that one, too.
Thank you, buddy. So for the past 3 years, DirecTV has commissioned advertiser perceptions to study or to do a survey with linear and TV advertisers. And what we found over those past 3 years is that data is the top driver of budgets. 80% of advertisers said that their media allocations are shaped by their data investments. So they're making investments in infrastructure to make more informed decisions and have better insights. We also found that advertisers are prioritizing partners who allow them to integrate their first-party data and their data infrastructure into the campaigns. They need partners to help develop the expertise in data enablement. What we found is that partners really don't know how to use their data or use it correctly. Partners don't know how to use clean rooms as well. 64% said they need advice from their media partners in terms of data integration, and then 66% said they need advice from partners on clean room integrations. So our partners, our advertising clients are looking for us from publishers and from agencies like yourselves to help them through this journey. We also found that there's 2 solutions that they're leaning into the most. First being programmatic. Advertisers, over the last 3 years, programmatic has been a top 3 priority for all the advertisers that we surveyed. And they love the speed, the transparency, and the efficiency of programmatic. Shameless plug right here, but over the past year, we've enabled all of our linear inventory at DirecTV to be purchased programmatically, and we did that with the help of Basis, who is an alpha partner in that endeavor. So what that's done is it opened up a new pathway for advertisers to target the audience that they want when they want to do that. It also opened up 40% more live sports inventory in programmatic pathways, which, if you know anything about live sports and you know that publishers don't want to enable their live sports to be bought programmatically for fear of breaking the stream or any sort of latency that, comes with it. But, we did it and we're doing it great. So it's opened up so much more for the advertiser. The issue here is that only 20% of advertisers say they have a strong understanding of how to activate programmatically. So again, they're looking for our help in order to do that. Next up is addressable, and we're not just talking about household addressable, we're talking about addressable, holistic addressable, omni-channel addressable across all platforms. Addressable offers smart deterministic data, frequency control, and accountability, which will drive the outcomes that our advertisers need. MVPDs and VMPDs like DirecTV are seeing growth in addressable because it's allowing linear inventory to be purchased similar to how digital inventory is purchased. All right, so now we're going to break up into groups again, and we're going to answer the correct card of questions. But three things to keep in mind while we're doing this, or three guiding principles for our discussion, is first, data is everything. So you want to find the right audience, have the right measurement, and reduce waste. And that's probably the key thing that everyone, the most important thing to everybody. Second, education is critical. Our partners are looking to us to educate them on things like data, on things like programmatic, on things like household addressable. And then finally, as I skip that slide, go back, bridging the gap between media channels. So let's think holistically. Let's not just think linear. Let's not just think digital. Let's think all platforms. We were having a great discussion about out of home and even print before, and how those are kind of coming back into the rage. So that's it. I welcome you guys to have your discussion, and I'll see everybody by the pool later.
Pick one question on the card, one question. Have the discussion around one question. I'll pick on two tables, and then we'll wrap it up. We're going to go that direction. Thank you. All right, everybody. That was an awesome convo, mainly because we knew what we had to discuss. The card snafu was on me. I'm very sorry. They were both there, and I did not give proper instruction the first time, so I am very sorry about that. This time, though, what's that? Ah, see, this is the basis culture. Everyone just wants to, help out and take accountability. Thank you, Katie. All right, so we're going to go around a few tables. We were looking at this one, personalization meets performance, I hope. And I hope some person chose one question to talk about, and that way I can call on a table and they can talk about that one question. So, table number 8. How are we doing over there? And is there anyone that can give us the question you talked about and what the discussion was about?
8 is great.
8 is great, for sure.
Hey everyone, Nick Forster from DirecTV here. We did talk about the personalization element of it and how like first party, third party all plays into that. Not to do another shameless plug, but that's an area DirecTV can help with. So we obviously have a ton of first party data of our own. A big thing that has come up too with addressable, I think, when people think of addressable with DirecTV, they think it's just like precision targeted like TV or CTV. But another use case that's really emerged is the ability to drive incremental reach as well. So we have first party viewership. We can see if households were exposed to client's national ad, an advertiser's national ad, for example. If they were, maybe we stop serving them, or if they weren't, that's the area where you can find incrementality and drive some extra outcomes there. So I think that was it. Anything else, team? All right.
Awesome, thank you, Nicholas. No, that's great. Anything similar or a whole different question? We're going right over here to Highland's table, which is number 9.
8 is great, but 9 is 5. I'm going to give it to Caroline.
Hi, I already introduced myself, but I'm Caroline Matthews from Anwell. We were also talking about question 3. So how are you navigating the convergence of linear and digital TV buying? We also talked about incremental reach as far as we do a lot of traditional buying, and tying that back to digital measurement is very difficult. So yeah, interested in some solutions there, but mostly we've dabbled in the incremental reach side of things. So thank you so much.
9 is fine. 8 is great. Table 10. Do we have a branding message from table 10?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. My name is Felipe. I'm actually part of the Basis team. This is the international table. So we decided to talk about the connection between the linear TV and the connected TV. We were talking about the challenges. We focus on Havas. Here we have Havas from Mexico. And they were talking about, so they actually have brands that are very interested in buying connected TV. But they already have commitments with the networks. Like, for example, what is the network there? Televisa. So basically, they have global agreements, or they have yearly agreements they cannot break. So, but they are really interested in learning more. So what Havas did is that they created teams that are training the brands into connected TV, learning more, so they are just trying to bridge those two. That was the conversation.
It's a great conversation. If anyone knows how to solve that, I sure don't. Would love it. Please get with Felipe by the Oasis. And last table, I don't know the number. It's right back there. Is it 17? 17. 1789. I like it. I like it. What question and what discussion? Thanks, Gray.
So we looked at question 1, and I kind of went on a rant about it because that's what I do. But basically, our take was that evolving personalization was actually aligned with sort of client expectations a bit and trying to draw them back. The idea of the flashy thing that we're always selling tends to bite us in the ass a little bit, in that it sounds great to win the business and we all talk about it, but a lot of times it's not always possible. So by going too granular on personalization, if you don't have a long history with that consumer, how much time are you actually spending on that and actually drawing clients away from some of that flash and pizzazz to actually good marketing? Because we could invest in a personalization campaign that's targeting women between this age and that age and all these things and be completely wrong, because third-party data, it's a flip of a coin if it's male or female, who's watching this in the household, we just don't know. So how much do we want to overinvest in that versus maybe doing prospecting campaigns, narrowing it down, and really drawing those sort of expectations back a little bit and grounding them in reality as opposed to getting the sale?
Gray, are you finding that successful and clients are trusting you more for being honest in that regard? Or are you seeing clients clamoring for the shiny new toy and then you have to figure it out later?
A little bit of both, honestly.
Sure.
I feel like in the RFP pitch, like you have to give the flash and pizzazz because someone else is going to say they can do it, even if they can't. And maybe they think they can, but they probably can't. Or someone on the client's board says that it's possible. So you kind of have to lean into that a bit and then draw them back and build that trust over time. But you kind of have to play the game to win the business, unfortunately.
Makes sense. Yeah, thank you, Gray. Everyone, that was awesome. What a great day. Let's give everyone here a round of applause. Thank you all for your participation, for your energy, for your enthusiasm. It was a great day. And I have to just say, on behalf of everyone here at Basis, thank you. Thank you for being here. I also want to extend a thanks to our marketing team for doing all of this for all of us. You do an amazing job every single year. So thank you for what you do. And then if we could have our Basis sales VPs stand up, please. This is a team that is near and dear to my heart. We're still missing Jim Zabel and Scott Schulman. They're not here, but I just want to say thank you to John Hyland, Jack Whistler, Sean Irving, Rob Felina, Michael Phil, and Tiffany Lemos. This is a team that I love so very much, and they work hard. And if you need anything at all, please do not hesitate to reach out to any of us. Now, some housekeeping. We still have content tomorrow. We're going to go hard. We're going to have fun. The party is still tonight. We have the pool party coming up.